Okay, guys. Last one. I wanted to get this last one in tonight, and here we go. This is on solarizing raised beds. Weed control, especially on a small homestead, is going to be a big problem. Raised beds, it's not as big of a problem. Most large farm operations rely on a combination of mechanical weed control, aka pulling a cultivator attachment behind your tractor, or chemical weed control, which entails spraying weed killer between the rows. However, homesteading plots are often so small that it's impossible to pull a tractor, and chemical controls tend to go against homesteaders' beliefs. Yeah, because we're trying to get away from that stuff. What do you do when the property refuses to cooperate? Solarize it. Solarizing a garden bed entails taking a piece of clear plastic. The heavier the better. I prefer at least 3.5 milliliter plastic. The thickness of the plastic is measured by milliliter, I think. And covering the ground with it in order to combat weeds and pests. The radiation from the sun and the heat and light are trapped under the plastic, which cooks weeds, weed seeds, pathogens, insects, and their little eggs. 2. Insert witchy cackle here. It has to be done when the weather is right, the hotter the better, and you have to be careful to seal the edges of the plastic. You can dig a trench around the bed, tuck the plastic into the trench, and then cover it up. I prefer to shovel handfuls of earth onto the edges of the plastic and then cover the edges with mulch. This gives it a bit more coverage around the edges. It looks better and prevents weeds from coming up on the edges of the bed. If the edges aren't sealed, the moisture and the heat will escape and can actually encourage weed growth. Where's the kitten? After about 3 to 4 weeks or more, the University of Florida suggests 6 weeks of good hot weather, the soil is cooked up to 6 inches into the ground. Don't worry about earthworms. Research shows it'll actually burrow deeper into the soil to escape the heat returning when things cool off. You may be concerned, however, with the fate of beneficial microbes in the soil. Research from the Rodale Institute states that the process will kill beneficial microbes. They suggest using compost tea, manure, and other amendments to the soil as soon as you're finished solarizing it. Okay, well, maybe that's not as good of an idea. Others argue over what type of plastic to use when solarizing beds. Some people use black plastic, while others use a thinner, clear plastic and report higher temperatures. Rodale states that farmers and gardeners get higher temperatures with clear plastic, while the University of Florida states that the thickness of the plastic is only important regarding its ability to withstand your climate. The only other drawback is the plastic itself. It's made of relatively icky stuff, so you'll have to determine your own comfort level regarding it. Just be sure to recycle it when you're done. Alright, and that was it for solarizing raised beds. Now, my feelings on that is, I don't know, I used garden plastic in Michigan, but after finding out what it leaches into the soil, it's not a good idea. So I will definitely not be doing that, but we will be building raised beds, so we'll be, amending our soil with compost, with fish emulsion, natural fertilizers, our rabbit manure, things like that. So anyway, so that was it for homesteading from scratch, you guys. And we just finished that book, and I will go through and figure out what I'm going to do next. I might work on some pins. Not tonight. It's a little bit late tonight, but anyway, I'll figure out what I'm going to get into next, and then we'll go ahead and get started on it, and I'm going to start working on some other things for the channel, for our homestead, and, show them on the channel, and You know, I already talked about the planner, or the homesteading planner that I'm going to be working on, and then our binder, and the recipe book. I still have some recipes to put in there. I will definitely let you guys know when they're ready, for sure. Right now, I think that's it for the moment.
Oh, I was just thinking that this is going to be confused.
Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off from here. And I will see you guys in the next video. And you guys all have a good night. And I will see you guys in the next one. Remember to do your research, guys. And always check your subscriptions. Because as I've said before many times, YouTube has been unsubscribing people because they do not like homesteading content. So check your subscriptions. Always make sure your notification bell is clicked and that you're clicked on all, so you get all of the videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.